The National Orientation Agency has called on Ministries Departments and Agencies to comply with the Freedom of Information Act. The NOA, while holding a stakeholders engagement in Abuja aimed at ensuring nationwide implementation and compliance with the FOI Act, says that there is a need to ensure the Act is complied with as required by law, especially now to fast-track the war against corruption.
Expanding the frontiers of the war against corruption can only be achieved not only necessarily by getting people that have been found to have soiled their fingers with public funds, but also for institutions to develop necessary capacity so that these institutions can make the tools being made available to them to put these tools into use and they add value so that our greater national development objectives can be attained. We stimulate proactive disclosure by public institutions as required by the Act, and encourage public institutions to provide access to information applied for under the Act. I would want at this juncture once again, like I have done previously, to call on the Nigerian media to interrogate, to investigate, to ask the necessary questions so that they can add great value to public service and to accountability in the conduct of government business.
Sometimes you hide information, all right, to save your skin, because survival is the first line of defense. But invariably, like I said, an open society is where the leaders are honest. We have to be brutally frank. Nigerians have a good cultural way of exposing evil within their midst. I remember as a child, if you stole in my village, they will hang that stuff on your neck or the picture of it and take you around the city or this village and sing about you. So it's called name and shame. We should do that. That's what is freedom of information.
In the armed forces of Nigeria, our activities have become more open to scrutiny with a return to democratic governance. Therefore, in an effort to make the military more accessible in compliance with the Freedom of Information Act, the Defense Headquarters and the services have been more open to the public through increased media coverage of operational, administrative, and social activities. I am convinced that with the right application of the Freedom of Information Act, governance will be more transparent and our society will thrive better.
The standpoint of this stakeholders meeting is that Nigeria will definitely grow into an egalitarian society because we strongly believe that the Act has the capacity to facilitate socio-economic and political development of the country. I am certain that with our combined, committed, and consistent effort, we shall decisively diminish all corruption variables that have been impeding openness, transparency, and accountability in governance process in Nigeria.